All right, my man. State your name. Let them know you on KNIKABOCKER TV.
I'm on KNIKABOCKER TV, but they call me Sergeant Banks. I've been a Knicks fan since I was born and raised in Queens, and the way their history is, they have a great history that
Right.
I know about, because I watched the games and I was a Knicks fan. I still am,
Okay.
you know.
So when you started watching the Knicks, during what time?
Ooh, 60s.
All right. So we talking about the Clyde Frazier era and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yes. I'm talking about the old dogs who were doing their thing, and they was great performers, It's just like when it comes today, like the Knicks had a fall off,
Right.
but like when it comes to today, their team just got much better now with the new guys they got on it,
Right. But let's talk a little bit about back in the day.
Back in the day,
Who was Clyde Frazier? That dude.
Clyde Frazier was Earl and Pearl, right?
You had Dick Barnett.
Dick Barnett, and they was gunners. They was running. They brought the ball to you,
Right.
and they wasn't slacking nothing in their game. They wasn't slacking nothing. They was keeping it all up front.
Now, is it true that back in the day that Earl Pearl was the Nick killer?
Was he? Yeah, you had to put 2 men on Earl. You had to put 2 men on him because Earl would get around you. He would get around you.
Right.
And he would run straight to the board on you. You know what I'm saying? He would run straight to the board on you. No matter how much defense you had, Earl will know how to get around you and do his thing. He'd do his thing with you.
Okay. Okay.
Because it took him. He was a connoisseur, as you say. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good ball player. I mean, I can't take nothing away from the old Knicks.
All right. And how was Phil Jackson? Because he came to the Knicks as a team president. He messed us up. But as a player,
he had his game. Phil had his game as a player. That's how he got his status to become a head coach and all that good stuff. So, because he knew the game. He knew the game, and he knew what players to pick and choose.
Some say he was a bully on the court,
Well,
like a Bill Lambert.
yeah, but you know what though? He plays his game which way he had a muscle game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, he's like one of those guys, when you feed him, he's gonna eat.
Okay.
He's gonna eat.
All right. All right.
He's gonna produce and do what he does.
All right. Let's move a little further up during the Patrick Ewing era with the Knicks.
Ewing.
Patrick Ewing didn't get a ring, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, Patrick didn't get one because I think Patrick could have done a little better.
Talk to me.
I think Patrick could have done a little better because you know how Chamberlain and the other big guys in the field was doing their thing,
Right.
And I mean carrying their weight to let them know they monsters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Patrick had his thing, but he was like a little. Oh, what?
Go ahead.
He was like a little. I don't know. Oh, come on, mommy. He was like a little more softer than they was when they was playing their games. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? He was like a little more softer. But he had game, but it wasn't. I mean, Patrick had game. It's just that I felt he wasn't strong enough to be the big man he was. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's what I looked at. Because I know he could have became more of a beast than anything else.
Right.
Just that he was holding back for some reason.
So if it wasn't no Michael Jordan, we all know about how Michael Jordan stopped a lot of players from reaching the big dance.
Yeah.
Do you think Patrick Ewing would have had some rings if Michael Jordan wasn't in the league?
Now that's hard to come by because if he wasn't producing the way he was supposed to produce, like I said, you got a monster and you got a beast. I'd rather have a beast on my court than a monster.
Explain that.
Because a beast just go out and tell what they do what they do, and have to get it over with. But a monster, you put too much pressure on a monster, they ain't gonna turn head and walk away from you. So yeah, a beast will stay and fight you. You know, and a beast will fight you to the end.
So
You hear me?
you saying that Patrick Ewing was the beast? Or he was the monster?
He wasn't a monster.
He was the monster.
He was the monster. You know what I'm saying? He was the monster.
And Patrick Ewing, I mean, Michael Jordan was the beast.
Jordan was a beast. Okay? He was a beast. Okay? You
Okay.
can't take that away from him. He was a beast. You
Okay.
hear me?
Okay.
Just like Kobe became one of the beasts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like, when they said play your game, play your game.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about other players that played beside Patrick Ewing. Players like John Starks.
Starks, I know John Starks from Queens, man. You know, and just like Mark Jackson, I know him from Queens. You know what I'm saying? Because his brother Harry used to date my cousin Jeannie.
Mark Jackson?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, but his mother and house was down the block from my parents' house. You know, and we was like, we always go to Econo Park and play ball every weekend. We play ball every day. We'd be like, man, you ain't making it to the pros, man.
Y'all
But
used to
he
tell-
made it, though.
Y'all used to tell Mark Jackson.
Yo, he used to cut his ass. I'm sorry.
Nah, you can curse,
You
man.
know, but we used to cut him. You know, said, man, get your game together. You know, you play with us, man. Get your game together.
So you used to bust Mark Jackson's ass,
No, we
basically.
used to big bust his ass in O'Connell Park.
On the court.
You know, on the courts. You know what I'm saying? Till he learned how to play.
So when did you realize that this kid got something?
Well, because we used to have ball tournaments and all that good stuff, you know. We played street ball, park ball, you know. And then one day, it's just like he gravitated, you know what I'm saying? I guess he studied, you know what I'm saying? And one day he just gravitated because when he went to St. John's, he became a better ball player, you know. So can't take that away from him, you know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him.
So how did it feel when you seen your homegrown neighbor on the New York Knicks?
I like this, Lord bless him, you know, because he strived for something better. You know, he strived for something better, and which he got. So, and you can't take that away from nobody, you know what I'm saying? He earned and paid his dues, and he earned it. So
Okay.
it's a blessing, you know, it's a blessing.
All right.
So, and that's how you have to look at that no matter what.
Now, I know you are familiar with Kevin Durant and Kyrie going to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? They ain't come to the Knicks. Do you think that was a good look?
Yeah, because the Nets got to build up, so they got to build up to get their stuff back in order. So if you get the players, if they come on your side, your team, you know what they produce,
Right,
and you know how much an asset they is to your team.
right.
You know, and that's what you gotta look at. You gotta not looking at the short picture, but you gotta look at the long term because with their knowledge and their experience, they can bring something to the other players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the Knicks would be able to survive without Kyrie and Kevin Durant? We got Kevin Knox. You heard of Kevin Knox, right?
We got
Kevin
right
Knox,
now,
Mitchell Robinson,
but this is
Alonzo
what I'm saying.
Trier.
We got a good Knicks team right now. You know what I'm saying? They got some players that will do their ball game.
Right.
You know? And I think they gonna be. I figure this way, Knicks might be in the top 5 if they do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember something too. They gotta play team ball.
Right.
Because the only thing that threw the Knicks off was they wasn't playing team ball. You hear me? They wasn't playing team ball, man.
All right, my man. And that's what it is, man. I want to thank you for your time. And for my viewers, of course, another Nicavelli expedition. And this is what it is, man. Salute to you, man. Peace, and we out.
And we out. Have a blessing. I gotta try to run up to the food pantry on 109, bro. So you enjoy your day and have a real blessed.